Hello YouTube, my name's Lauren and I'm from the West Midlands, UK. Let's start a bit of a Flosstube thing as I've been cross stitching for a while now and I've been watching a lot of other Flosstubers. I'm like, I want to try that. I really want to try. So a little bit about me. I was taught to cross stitch at a very young age by my mum. I would say it's been very sporadic since then. When I say sporadic, I mean probably like 20 years. But in the last couple of years I've been really like getting back into it, and I wanted to show what I've been up to, what I'm working on, what I've completed, and all that lovely stuff. Also some UFOs, because I know it's quite controversial and what I've seen from other Flosstubers, that they tend to be like, oh, I don't want to show them because for whatever reason, but I'm just going to show them and I'll explain why, because why not, you know how it is. Anyways, okay, so there's not much to say about me. I live in a little flat with my partner and our 2 gerbils and a jumping spider. Yeah, I have a jumping spider. I'm quite creative in general. I recently bought a sewing machine, for example. I've been teaching myself how to use that, and yeah, I've just been doing quite a bit of cross stitch lately, and it's something I want to keep on doing. So I got made redundant a couple of weeks ago. I've got another job lined up luckily in another couple of weeks time, so I had this like month of time where I haven't had a lot to do because I don't have a lot of money, so I can't just go out and spend a lot of money. So I've been cross stitching a lot, and I'm happy to keep that up because it's something I'm really interested in, and the amount of patterns I now have is unreal. I am someone who prefers PDF patterns. I know that's not to everyone's taste. I do have some like cross stitch magazines that I use as well, and I remember when I was a kid it was obviously paper. This was quite a while ago, and for all the patterns I'm mentioning in this video will be linked down below to the Etsy shop. I'll do my best to remember what count I'm stitching on, and where I know where the pattern's from, but I don't always know where the Ada or the linen's from, and that will just be, if I know I will link it. If not, in the future I will obviously keep a track on where I'm buying these things, but I stitch everything on 18 count or below, because again I haven't been doing it that long and I get overwhelmed if there's especially when I watched other Flosstubers, they're doing like these whole pieces and they're like on this 30 something count linen where you can't even see the squares. I'm like, I have no idea what you're doing, but you do you, girl. I hope to get to that one day, and maybe I will. All of mine are 2/1, obviously with the squares being as big as they are. But what I am going to start off with is my UFOs. I know, wild. I only have a couple, if I'm honest. But first I'll show you, and the reason they're UFOs, well, the first one is a UFO because it was a gift for someone, and it was a giraffe, very in detail giraffe. I'm sure I have a picture of it somewhere, and if I do it's going to come here, but you will notice that there is like almost like a line where it doesn't quite fit, or it doesn't quite look properly. It's because when I first got Pattern Keeper, which is the app I use, it asked me if there was any shaded squares, and I was like, I have no idea what you mean, so I put no, or I put yes and I put one too many or something. I didn't understand it anyway, did it wrong, so I started doing the pattern. I got really well through it. I watched the whole 3 seasons of Bridgerton in that time, and I got really good percent through it, and when it started to come together I was like, why is there a line here, why is that really weird? And I got really upset about it, and there was no way I could frog it, because at that point it was a lot of confetti and there were so many threads overlapping and tied together, so I just couldn't frog it, and I got frustrated with it, and I just quit. Like I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I wasn't enjoying it because I knew there was this mistake. So if the picture is still here, if not I'll put it back, you might be able to see it, I don't know. So I did end up I still have it actually in a drawer somewhere, but I don't think I'm ever going to go back to it. It's more of a reminder to make sure I put things in Pattern Keeper properly. So that's the first one. To be fair with you, there's 3 I can think of. Another one, which is one I don't have again. If there is a picture, probably not. It'll be here. Again, probably not. It's been a while. It was a pink snake on a black background. I'll probably put the picture from the store it was from here. I found that the called for DMC was too light for the fabric, so it was like different shades of pink, but they were so similar you couldn't see the pattern. And I'm probably going to do it again, but I'll do it in darker colours because the pattern itself is absolutely fine. It's just I found the DMC I opted for, or was opted for in the pattern, just wasn't what I expected, so I probably changed that. The other one I do have, but this is a questionable UFO because, again, it's me putting things into Pattern Keeper wrong with the shaded boxes and whatever, but I'll show it you. It's a jackalope. And I'll, there you go. See, look, every product over there's not nothing wrong with that. It's just incomplete. Okay. Let me just bring up my Excel sheet. And just so you know, this is from Happy Little Mouse. The snake was also from Happy Little Mouse. The problem is questionable because I'll show you, okay? So, when I did the pattern, okay, I put it into Pattern Keeper wrong. So this is supposed to be the moon, okay? You see that circle at the top? It's not very round, is it? That's because the pattern's repeating itself for 2 blocks. So I would say I'd done the jackalope repeating patterns for 2 blocks. So it looks fine, but the jackalope is now too long in places, and so I could complete it and just make the changes as I go, but because I get upset about it because it was a gift from my partner, I've been avoiding it, avoiding fixing my mistakes and trying to figure it out. Sorry. So it's a questionable UFO. Maybe for now, I can't bring myself to carry on because it's stressing me out. Yeah, so possible UFO. Maybe I'll keep it anyway. It's going to stay in here regardless of what I do. Okay, so that's my somewhat UFOs, as they were. Next I'll show my, where are they? Completed projects. There you go. So the first one I'll show you is a Galactic Cat. Again, links will be in description. I'm quite proud of this one. This is from Cassiope Designs. Again, I'll put the link in description. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I made a couple of mistakes, so there's like, this is all supposed to be pink, but it's got yellow in it, but you know, it's fine. It works out. I turned it into a pillow because I got a sewing machine and I've been learning to sew, and I was like, I'll turn it into a pillow because why not, because it's kind of cute. I didn't line it up as well as I'd hoped, so you can see like it goes to the edge here but doesn't here. And then you see where like I'm still learning about my sewing machine, so it's all a bit over the place. But this is on Ada that I dyed myself. It was originally white. I believe it's a 16 count Ada. It's been a while, so I've been working on it a while. I finished this probably a week ago. Yeah, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Look how cute that is. Let it focus, not on my face, focus on the pen. So yeah, that's my Galactic Cat. I wanted to learn how to backstitch. This is with all the called for DMC, by the way, and the outlining is done by a cross stitch, not backstitch. But I've been looking at other people do backstitch, and I was like, I'd like to do that one day. Again, I'm not that confident when it comes to my cross stitching, so I already make quite a few mistakes because I don't focus very well. Another completed design is Electric Pokemon by Colourfully Sarah Shop. So this is like a collection of electric Pokemon. I really like it. I'm very much someone who likes doing like motifs one at a time, so I think I started off with this one and then I made my way and did each Pokemon, that one being the last one I think. And it's currently just hung on my wall, which is why it's still in its embroidery hoop. Look how cute these are. Yeah, I'm quite proud of this one. This one took a really long time. more because I didn't spend a lot of time with it. I sort of like did this one and then this one, and then I left it for months, and then I came back and did Togger Tomorrow, and I left it for months, and then I came back and did this one, and I did a couple, and it's been a year, a good year. It's not even that much, like that many stitches. I don't remember how many, but I feel like it wasn't that many. It was just me taking my time. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description for that one as well. That's my electric Pokemon. Like I say, I haven't got many completed projects with me at the minute because some of them were gifts. So I did a cat, which I'll put here. There is a cat. I did for a friend. It didn't take me too long, to be honest. I did sort of sit for 3 days straight and just did it, got it out of the way. And then I've got an emotional support shark. I don't think I have a picture of that. I did give it as a gift to someone, but I'll put the original pattern here on the Etsy shop. So I did the emotional support shark. But again, completed patterns are not many because I haven't spent a lot of time cross stitching. This is a fairly new thing for me to consistently do. But yeah, so that's it for completed designs, to be honest, unless I can think of any more, but I don't think I can. So I'll start showing you now my whips. I know it's that time. What I will say is that this first half was filmed after the second half because I lost the first half of the video. Don't really know how I did that, but I did. I think I deleted it because it filmed in 2 parts for some reason. So I'm going to start with what I started with, and then you might find the angle changes or sync changes because again, this is just the first half that I'm doing after the last bit I did. So yeah. For the constant switching of camera here, that's because it's all over the place at the moment, but I'll get there. Anyway, my first completed project, well, work in project, sorry, not completed. My first whip is the Herbalist by Loombug. This is quite a big piece actually. It's going to be about here. It's a big piece for me anyway. I'm about 15% of the way through, and as I said, I like the Pokemon one. I do like motifs at a time. So I started with the top, and then I did these leaves and this picture frame. I did make a mistake, so there's actually an extra gap there than there needs to be, so I had to unpick. By that point I'd already done this and done like the border quite far down, so I had to unpick it and then bring it one across before I started doing these leaves, so it'd all like match up properly. So there's going to be like, that's going to be like one square off. All these are lined up with everything else, but it'll all fit perfectly, if that makes sense. I have made the changes needed to make sure it all fits where it should. This is on Swigot Natural Linen. It's an 18 count. I did measure it up, so it will fit. I'm pretty sure it only goes to here to like here, and then almost to the bottom. But I'm really enjoying this one. It's one of my bigger projects I've done, or will be completing. Well, the Giraffe was probably the biggest one. I actually really like it. I did the leaves, and then I did this picture frame first. I am like, there's some stitches missing there, and that's because I haven't got that colour yet. I am missing that colour. And then I did the leaves, and then I did the picture frame yesterday, and I've started doing these like lavender bluebells, I think, perhaps. No, I'm trying to do like one shelf at a time and work my way down. But yeah, I love this one. I'll put a picture of what it, well, I'd like a snapshot that they put on the Etsy of what it will look like. So it's got a little like cat herbalist at the bottom, which I'm looking forward to. I'm someone who always starts at the top of their projects, not the middle. The only one I've done that for is a capybara one, which you'll see shortly. But everything else I tend to start at the top. I don't know why, I think I just like working sort of from the corner down kind of situation if I can. But yeah, so that's the Herbalist. It's so cute. I love it. Again, the camera's about to change. I'm so sorry. Can't wait to see it finished. I'm going to put it in a frame and it's going to go up in my living room. The next one I'm working on, so this one I'm doing very differently. I'm doing it, so on cross stitch patterns obviously everything's done by a 10 by 10 block, so I'm trying to do it by block to see how well that goes. But this is called Capybara Tea Time. It's by Needle Lot Designs, and I will put a picture of the completed project here on their from their Etsy, and I'll show you where I am. I've already done 2 and a bit blocks so far, so yeah, it's not very far, but you can see where I've done completed the 2 blocks, and then there was a little bit on the top block, and the rest is just empty space. And then I'm trying to do, because again I'm trying to do 100 stitches per project per day. So for my capybara one, that's literally just doing another completed square to get that done. Can't really tell what it is yet, but it'll get there. This is, if you can see that design, it's kind of like a brown, I don't know how to explain it, it kind of reminds me of sand almost, but it's kind of a bit more patchy in areas. And this is, oh, I did write this down, yeah, it's called Cafe Latte 18 count. This is also from an Etsy shop called Kitty Block Studio, I think. Don't quote me on that because I think I've spelt it wrong. But I'll put the link down in the description. I've actually got 3 different ones from this seller. I've got like a pink one and a blue one, which I'll show you actually because they're actually really, really nice. 1 second. Okay, so I've got this blue sort of like almost Christmassy one, and for this one I am actually going to do a so you can see, the camera doesn't really do justice, but I've got a fox that I want to put on it, and I'll put the picture of the fox here. I've written autumn fox on my list. I thought it was more wintry. It's just me. It is an autumn fox when I think about it, to be honest, but I kind of wanted to put it, because of the way the forest is, like the dark colours, I might actually try and put it on Pattern Keeper and maybe put some blues there instead of the oranges, and then put it on this one. And then I kind of like, I just really like the blue rig one. It's like a galaxy one. It's kind of similar to this one. In fact, it's got little like stars on it, even if you can't see them very well. You can see them more on here, for example. I don't really know what I'm going to put on it. I just know that I really like it, and that I will put a project on that at some point in my life. Don't know when that'll be, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh, with my Galactic Cat, I think I said this is I can't remember what count I said it was, and the actual Ada itself was white. I dyed it myself. I dyed it pink. You can see like I had some blue in there, as well as like this darker corner. But I just used like alcohol dyes because I do some resin stuff, but it didn't turn out very well in a lot of the Ada, so I just used the bit that I liked more, I guess. Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent and a half. My final whip, I'm actually putting on a bag because I'm going to Japan later in the year, so I wanted to do like a design on this pink bag. So there's the bag. I've got this dissolvable Ada, which is a 14 count, and I've just like proper squeezed it on top of this bag in the embroidery hoop, and I'm doing a Mount Fuji design. I'll put the picture here. It's literally just called Mount Fuji, and it's by Needle Minder Lair. The link will be in the description. I made a mistake. Can you see it? Where is it? See, I can't even, here we go. So the middle of the flower is a little bit off, but everything else around it is fine, so I'm just going to keep it that way. I'm not someone who does a lot of frogging unless I really have to. I'm also someone who can't just sit and cross stitch. I have to be doing something else at the same time, so whether that be like watching YouTube or listening to an audiobook, just keeping myself occupied at the same time. My hands need to be doing one thing and my brain needs to be doing another. So if I just focus on this one thing, I sort of get frustrated with myself, and that's why I think I make the mistakes though, is that my full focus isn't on it, but that's just how it is. But again, I wouldn't, if the only option was to just fully focus, I wouldn't enjoy it as much, and I think enjoying it is very, very important. So That's that one. I do have a lot of future projects in mind. I have got some more like little designs that I want to put around the bag, but I wanted to focus on the big one first, and I've got till October to do it. So today is July the 2nd. I've got the end of October. Do I think I'll get it done in 3 months? Probably not. I mean, I'll try. If I don't, it's fine. It doesn't have to go to Japan with me. It could be a good like remembering that I went. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I'll show you my my storage thing. So this is like where I keep all my threads. These are the threads that I'm using. These aren't all the DMC threads I have. I must have a complete collection of DMC. But this is for the Herbalist, and then I've got the Mount Fuji in this one, the Capybara Tea Time, and then the Fox again, because I said I was going to start it. Yeah, that's all I have to say in a minute, because I don't have a lot of projects on the go. I don't know whether I will have any more or not, so I'm just looking around to see if I have anything else. But because sometimes I have like projects that I start and then I roll them up into balls and put them in the bottom of my craft drawer. But it seems that I do not. So if you couldn't hear me then, I said I don't think I do. I'm trying to poor example of my horrible dying situation. Look how bad that is. But I was like, I'll keep it, because even if I just use like this bit around it, that's fine. Again, I'm not someone who watches YouTube tutorials before she does something. I'm like, I'll try it first by myself. So yeah, that's how that went. That's the rest of my, so I got linen, and then I got, this is the dissolvable Ada. It smells like glue. So, I'd like to apologise. My camera stopped recording because it ran out of memory. I can't remember what I was saying, but either way, that's all I've got. So that'll be it for my first Flosstube. I hope you liked it. I am going to try and keep like up to date with it. I want to try and see where I am. Probably when I'm back at work, and I'll see, so in a couple of weeks I'll see how far I've come with those current projects and then go from there. Because I do want to sort of keep on track. Maybe I'll start more projects, but as I said, I'm someone I get overwhelmed too quickly, and then when I get overwhelmed I don't do anything, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you for watching my first Flosstube. I just, yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes, so thanks for watching. Bye!